Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, we get to play in front of our fans and have their support too. And after like the long road trip, it's good to be back and be able to play in front of them.
What do you expect to gain? It's a little more practice time, I guess. Does that help?
Yeah, I think it helps, especially for bigger games coming up like Thursday, just to be able to be home and kind of tweak the things that we need to work on and kind of just go over that and watch film and fix that.
Gino says you don't like the practice.
I mean, I don't really have a comment about that.
Is it nice having a lot of games? I mean, it was one day between your last two games. I think you only have 2 days off between the UCF game and Tulsa. So do you like having a very heavy game schedule?
I think it can work to our benefit, especially if we know how to like Coach brings it up, if we're mature about our away games and our traveling and how we practice and play. So I think it can be beneficial that way. In this sense, I think it's also good to have this game tomorrow, to just be back and be able to kind of, like I said before, play in front of our crowd and the people have that support too.
Is the closeness of the games these days beneficial to you, just to build mental toughness or something like that? I mean, everybody looks at them and says, oh, you're not playing as well as you are, so games are closer, but close games can help, right?
In that sense, I guess it can help. In terms of kind of learning how to finish in the stretch, with those, say, 4 or 5 minutes left, which is kind of what we struggled on, which he said in the Baylor game. So kind of learning, how to win in tough situations like that when the game is pretty close. It's not ideal for us, but if you look at it that way, it can help us.
What are some of the changes you made? I know the first half of Memphis was a little bit of a struggle, but you came out much stronger second half, and that also kind of carried over into the UCF game. What were some of the changes you made to kind of come out stronger?
Just trying to change my mentality coming out. I mean, there's still so much more to improve on. I know the coaches, they're talking to me about that. And so those performances were the best, but I was just trying to come out and I think everybody else on the team was trying to come out and just work together, trying to figure out how to win that.
You looked a little bit more like aggressive out there. Is that one of the things that Coach was telling you to kind of come out with?
Yeah, definitely. Him and CD are always talking about being more aggressive, being tougher. So that's something I'm just going to have to keep working on and learning.
Again, does that help against a team like UCF because they play a physical style? I mean, they want to beat you down a little bit and wear you out. Does that help bring out a different side of you?
I think it definitely helps with kind of trying to match the physicality with them. I mean, they have multiple big posts that they were just rotating in and out. So, having to learn how to be physical with them and, finish through the contact and post up hard and stronger, that definitely helps in that sense.
Do you feel your confidence kind of rebuilding? I mean, you responded immediately from the Baylor game much better, but is it a process? I mean, is it something you have to build up slowly?
I do think it's a process. I'm not trying to make that process, build up slowly in that sense, because there's not really time for that. So I'm just going to have to every day work with what I have and kind of just continue improving that aspect.
But how does one go about building your confidence if you don't see it with results right away? Is it just a matter of knowing that you can play a little bit more physical and getting a little bit of results out of it here and there?
I mean, it definitely comes from that mindset. I also think, doing reps like what CD is doing right now with Aubrey and different players like that, and just going over the things that we need to work on. I think watching film is also a big part of that. Yesterday I was watching film with her and we were just pinpointing things that I needed to work on and things that were missing and stuff. And so I think that's also important, kind of learning okay, so I need to work on and kind of putting that into play and practice and things like that.
I know you passed on the question the first time, but let me rephrase it. We come out here and we see you working extra with CD all the time, yet we do hear Coach saying, oh, she's not a practice player. You do embrace the thought that you want to work on your game, right?
Definitely, yeah. I think in terms of answering the practice question, it's not to the level that he wants. And if it's not to the level he wants, I have to change that. And that's the only way I can do that.
And do you necessarily disagree with that? That you know you want to play to his level. That's why you came here, right?
Right. I mean, but at the same time, if that's not, he has his expectations. If I don't meet that, then I have to change something.